An early bucket for Simmons on the layup. Washington will have just shy of 10,000 fans in this game, most they've had all season.
Like I said, Bradley Beal hasn't been shooting the three-point shot well, like 17% or so. Want to see him be aggressive behind the three-point line as well when he stretches the defense out from getting into the paint, making those mid-range jump shots just like that.
Here's Westbrook dancing into the lane, finds Beal, corner three, no. Yeah, nor can it be, obviously, Malika. I mean, it's been fantastic having the energy of fans back in arenas, but...
Tobias Harris long on his three-point attempt. Looked like the Wizards may have gone 2-3 zone there as Len running the floor, can't handle the pass from Beal, and Beal says that's my bad.
Hand in your face or a double team, that's one thing, but wide open jump shots, they can control that.
Beal leaning three, won't go. Simmons the long rebound.
It's just cool to see, you know, when you're removed from the game, you still want to be a part of it. And to see that Carter jersey, it's still, you know, it's a great feeling.
A 17-2 run in less than 3 minutes. Beal can't hit. Strong sideboard to Simmons. Before the game, we asked him, you know, what's the thing you've liked most about these first two games? And he said the ball movement, the way we're moving the ball.
Yes, the ball is finding the open shooter, and they are knocking it down. When you have lights-out shooters like Philadelphia has, you know to just...
So when he was flying to D.C., he was emotional, but told me that he was going to hit the ground running. That's the promise that he made to himself, and that's what he's trying to do here, Ryan.
So that's 3 on Dwight. Embiid back in. Here is Beal, mid-range, sure.
Game 3 back in the grindhouse, a place what I'm familiar of. I tell you, Donovan Mitchell's comeback game after missing 17 games in 40 days. And I mean, we talk about the elongated ball fake a la Tracy McGrady to into the traffic, finish with the left hand.
Yeah, Ryan, so Ish Smith just headed back to the locker room for Washington. He was sitting on the sidelines for a few minutes, getting his left shoulder worked on by a trainer. He's headed back to the locker room.
Getting into the center of the court to allow Hachimura to get an open three.
Curry straight on, no. Rebound, Beal. I believe it's something where they wear this blue.
This color blue, yeah. He is on fire, shooting like Danny Green in college.
A fellow Tar Heel. 23 points now on 9 of 13 shooting.
I played against the Sixers in a playoff series, and they travel.
Jalen and Jay will have the Toyota halftime for us. Washington, but Philadelphia has had an answer every time. 15 from Danny Green in this first half, 24 from Joel Embiid in these first 3 games of this best-of-7 first-round series. Philadelphia, meanwhile, with the 72 points, most they've put up in a first half in the playoffs since 1978. They have struggled mightily shooting from downtown in this series.
You're right, Ryan, and if you take notice that the way the three-point shots that they've made all have come off of open threes because of penetration and knocked them down. Anytime it's been a contest, they have not been able to make them. So they have the formula. Once again, there's an open three to a make.
Green put the ball on the floor more. He shot 5 of 8 from 3. And as far as Joel Embiid, they can only hope to slow him. That's why Brooks said he's an MVP caliber player, Ryan and Vince.
Hachimura, the weak side board, an opportunity for the Wizards. Here's Beal, catch, fire, in and out, can't finish. Westbrook on the follow, no. And Harris cleans it up, then Westbrook fouls him. Philadelphia and Milwaukee are 2 teams that have gone through that and have looked great out of the gates in these playoffs.
Absolutely, Ryan. Man, not only did he give you the jab step, he gave you the double ball fake first to create space and still score on the other side of the basket.
Gafford gets fouled on the follow.
Man, not only did he give you the jab step, he gave you the double ball fake first to create space and still score on the other side of the basket.
Gafford gets fouled on the follow.
Man, not only did he give you the jab step, he gave you the double ball fake first to create space and still score on the other side of the basket.
Gafford gets fouled on the follow.
Joel Embiid, and they've been featuring Tobias Harris early in the third quarter.
Philadelphia as a team shooting 61% from the floor.
Now you go get him and get him to turn his back instead of just waiting and picking your team apart, whether he's scoring or making the right play.
Beal trying to do everything he can. 21 points now.
It's not shooting three. I mean, not getting in the paint, just shooting threes. And he did it all last game, and they had a big win. And look for them to stick to the same formula until Phoenix is able to stop it. To shut down the guy that he's standing in front of. But you still want him to stay disciplined, to allow his backside help, to always be in position.
Described there. And going back to that thought about what Scott Brooks said, saying, hey, this is a Philadelphia team that's gone through.
They obviously made a coaching change. They hired Doc Rivers after 7 years with the Clippers. Beal with a strip. Here comes Westbrook.
Holding on to a 25-point lead. Embiid already a playoff career-high 36 points. A reminder, Jazz Grizzlies Game 3 coming up next year on ESPN as Harris leaves it short. Through these first 3 games, he entered this game shooting 61% in the series as Beal misfires. Westbrook now tied with Jason Kidd, Vince's old teammate, with 11. Only Miami had a better record down the stretch of the season, but Philadelphia has just overwhelmed the Wizards so far.
You know, I saw Joel Embiid play against DeMarcus Cousins when DeMarcus was arguably one of the top 3 centers in the league at one point, and Joel Embiid was in his second year, maybe his third year.
We know adjustments are coming from Coach Thibs, so that's who he is. He makes adjustments, and he expects his defense to always travel.